As Sir mentioned, I'm a computer science engineer. I'm a fresher. I volunteered in Make a Difference in my college years, and it gave me some of the best experiences of my life. And that is where my desire to do an MBA came from. More about that maybe later. But I'm a fresher currently. During my college undergraduation final year, I gave CAT and I scored a 91.2 percentile. I was not satisfied with the score, so I decided to go for a job. Now my joining date came pretty late, and I was free until then. So I decided, why not give CAT in the meantime. So I started preparing for CAT again. This time I decided on a clear strategy, and I ended up scoring 98.94. Which was pretty decent for me. And I am currently in IIM Udaipur. I've been enjoying the online learning a lot. I really hope that we get back on campus soon. But yeah, the learning has been amazing. It has been a steep learning curve. I have met a lot of people there. So yeah, that's about me. Now I'll move on to the CAT preparation stage. So, according to me, the most important thing you have to keep in mind while getting into the preparation is your mindset. So, focus on that. Decide on what is your goal. Decide which college do you want to go to. So, for different profiles, different percentiles are needed for the colleges. So, try to understand what your goal should be. But according to me, just aim for 99 plus, and you will be good to go. Now, before you start the preparation, even before you've read the syllabus, perhaps take a mock. This will help you analyze where you stand and how your strategy for preparation should be. This helped me a lot because I got to know on which aspects do I want to work on. Then, throughout your preparation, keep your eye on the goal. The goal that you had decided on. Don't give up, just keep on preparing, and being consistent is strongly connected to that. Do something every day, plan well. Syllabus, remember that syllabus is just a prerequisite. You have to get it done with, and focus, give all your attention to attending mocks and analyzing them so that you can work on different strategies and your time management skills. And yeah. So the next point that I would like to add is don't fret over low marks. So this will happen a lot to perhaps many people, and we get bumped down because we are comparing ourselves to others, or we are not meeting our expectations, our parents' expectations perhaps. So don't fret over it. Try to identify where you're going wrong. Maybe take advice from your friends, your professors, or try various platforms that are easily available online. You will get a lot of help. So don't fret over it at all. Don't compare your preparation strategy to your competitors. Maintain a personal strategy. This would also include whether you should join a coaching or not. Try to understand what works best for you, and then go ahead with your preparation. Make it unique to yourself. Don't try to copy others. So after saying that, I would like to give you what I did so that you can derive some things which will work for you as well. But yeah, before that, this is one of the questions that we sweat about when asked in the interviews, MBA interviews. But in my understanding, as Deependra sir correctly mentioned, that your heart should be in the right place. And I think listening to your heart is strongly correlated to that. Try to understand where do you want to go in life, and I think that, and then it would immediately come to you how MBA fits into that. So try to define a path for yourself and then go for an MBA. This will help you a lot in the long run, and you won't be confused about where I'm going or what after MBA, because it takes in a lot of investment, right? So it's better if you are clear about your career goals and then go ahead with it. This would also help you in the constant motivation required throughout your CAT preparation. Now coming to the technicalities of CAT. So starting with the DILR section, I scored 98.96 in DILR. What strategies I personally used were, I tried to cover as many varieties of sets as possible. So I got acquainted with sets. In DILR, the main thing is that you have to expect the unexpected, and through the mocks you can get acquainted with the unexpected. So practice as much as you can. Try to solve previous year mock papers of different coaching institutes and previous CAT year papers as well. Now, when you are giving mocks, I think the most important thing in DILR is selection of sets. So there are different difficulty levels in DILR. There are easy sets, moderate sets, difficult sets. If by chance you get stuck in a difficult set for the start of the section exam, you might as well spend 40 minutes in it and not be able to crack one question. So it's really important to manage your time well, select the easier sets, and this can be done through practice. Of course, I think CAT is synonymous with practice. Put as much effort as you can, and I think time management and selection of sets is the key to crack this section. Now coming to quantitative ability. So I scored 99.52 in this section. As we talked in the beginning, you will analyze your mock at the start, right? So try to understand what your level of understanding is at that point. If you want to, if you think you are weak in basics, try to cover the basics completely, clear your concepts. I think topic tests are a great way to try to understand different kinds of questions that may come in that topic, and also to understand whether you have understood different concepts in the same topic as well. So that was one of my go-to. Then there are obviously speed mathematics techniques. CAT is all about speed. Quantitative ability especially is all about speed. Speed mathematics would help you a lot. Try to memorize these the tables, squares, cubes. These would come in handy, and you won't give much attention to it. Rather, you would work on the strategy of solving the questions. So pick up shortcuts and techniques. Try to involve them in your various mocks. Now, this is something really important. Quantitative ability is not something subjective. Either you are right or you are wrong. So make sure that your accuracy is well above 90%. So that even if you're solving a small number of questions, you are correct in those. And this, of course, will again come up with practice when you solve as many variety of questions as possible. Now coming to the whole quantitative ability as a section, how to approach it. So basically, I used to go from the start to the beginning, but different strategies would work for different people yet again. For some people, they analyze the question paper first, they figure out the easier ones, they solve them, then they move on to the moderate questions, then the harder ones. So try to find out various strategies and apply whatever works best for you. Now coming to VARC. So in VARC, I scored 89.94. Now you might be thinking, why should I take suggestions from her? But I think you can learn a lot from my mistake, which I made. So this is one section that I used to love. I consistently scored 98 plus in VARC in mocks. Reading is something I have been pursuing since ages. So I think I grew a bit overconfident, and I started paying more attention to DILR and quantitative ability rather than VARC. So I lagged at the end and ended up scoring the lowest in my strongest section. So that is something you have to take care of. This is my advice, that work as hard on your strengths as you are working on your weaknesses. It will give you an edge over others. You will be even if you perform well in one section, your overall CAT score improves by a margin. So yeah, work as harder on your strengths as your weaknesses. So some tips I have for VARC are eclectic reading. Try to read as much as possible, be it philosophy, economics, newspaper, anything. And this would help you in improving your reading speed, retention, and comprehension as well. So yeah, pay attention to reading the most and solve as many RCs as you can. Now, coming to the D-Day. Um, is my screen not visible? I hope I was audible all this while. So, yeah, coming to the D-Day, the CAT exam, it's approaching really soon. So, yeah, today is World Mental Health Day, and one tip I would have for you guys is to relax on that day specifically. Along with relaxing during the preparation, make sure that your mind is completely clear. I didn't do anything for one. I didn't do anything for at least 1 2 day before CAT. I read a novel, and that helped me relax a lot. So don't take mocks. Don't put too much attention on the preparation. Approach the CAT exam as just another mock, and you would be good to go. But even if one section goes wrong for you, like it did for me, perform your best in the other two sections. That will help you get an edge in the overall CAT score. So yeah, that was all from me. If you have any questions for me, I'm open to it.